All right, friends. So we're stretching today, but you know me, we got to get some abs a little bit and a couple bridge work, but we're going to feel really, really good at the end of this. So no high intensity intervals. Really, you shouldn't be getting the heart rate up that much. You might end up with like a little glisten over your skin, but nothing too crazy happening. If ever you get into movement and it feels painful, not the burn, but like painful, that's something that you would put on the scale of 1 to 10 at the doctor. Please unmute yourself or type into the chat and let me know what's happening. For props today, you need a set of light hand weights. Those are actually optional. You can definitely do this without the hand weights if you don't want to. And then something to assist with a little bit of glide. If you have floor near you and you have socks on, that will be great. Or grab a dish towel because we are going to do like one-handed stuff a little bit. And then we'll get started standing at the edge of our mat. So come on up, get to standing. Feet hip distance apart, nice and easy, gentle stance through the hips and knees. So we're really not worried about standing up super tall right now. Literally just stack your head above your shoulders. We're on mute, there we go. Yeah, just stack your head above your shoulders, feel your footprints in the floor, nice and easy. Let the shoulders roll back and down, and then the head literally just like floats on top of it. Yeah, so I have a soft bend in my knees. Roll the shoulders back and down. You do want your lower belly to pull up a little bit. We're gonna drop chin to chest. And we're just gonna start to heavily roll all the way down toward that mat. You're gonna get as low as you feel like you're comfortable going. Let the chin relax down toward the chest. Let the shoulders drop heavy. And then as you exhale, slow roll up one vertebrae at a time. You might feel a little wiggle happen in your legs. That's just your body working out balance and feeling good things. Roll the shoulders back and down, chin to chest. Heavy roll, heavy roll. Don't work too hard. It's really actually quite difficult not to do anything. You want to like activate muscles and get down there and stretch those legs. If you want to get more hamstrings, then start to straighten your legs. Stand up tall, push through those knees, and then roll down that way. With the straight legs is going to take you into the hamstrings out of the lower back. So if you're feeling your lower back quite a bit, you're going to stay in the bent knees, yeah? This time we're going to add on a little bit more. We're going to chin to chest, roll down, 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 down. As you get to the floor, you want to be able to put your hands down. So you may need to bend your knees here. That's totally fine. We're just going to walk on out 1, 2, 3, 4 to find a little plank position. Drop your tail, squeeze your glutes. You can bend the knees or you can keep the legs straight as you walk in. 1, 2, 3, 4, you're back on your 2 feet to roll all the way up, 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 up to starting all over. If you notice you start to stay in this slouch position, really roll those shoulders open, chin to chest, heavy roll down, nice and easy. Get those hands down to the floor, walk it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, finding that nice steady plank position. Hike the hips up or bend the knees, it's up to you to walk back in. And roll it on up. If you get into it and you feel like you want to hang out in a certain position, maybe that's that forward fold, or maybe that's the plank, you can totally do that. That would be fine, yeah? Listen to your body. Just remember that we really need to coordinate breath to body, yeah? So you really just want to make sure that you're not holding your breath or hyperventilating here. You just want to let everything happen slow and controlled. You got 2 more just like that. Walk it out, lower the hips, don't forget to squeeze the buns. This next one, we're just gonna come down and hold that plank. If it's a little too intense on the arms, you can come down to forearms, or you can even set your knees on the floor as a happy medium. Rolling down, 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 down. Walk it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. We're just gonna be here for 6. For 5, shake the head, no. Nod it, yes. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna walk the knees down. Hands are gonna come underneath your shoulders. Make sure the feet and knees are at least hip distance apart, maybe even wider. And you wanna resist letting your toes come together behind you, yeah? You just wanna really let the feet and knees be parallel. From here, we're gonna bring our right hand to our head. We're gonna take an exhale. We're gonna close. I'm tapping my right elbow to the inside of my left, As I inhale, I'm gonna twist and open up to the ceiling. Good, exhale, little twist. Inhale as you open. And if this is a little too much for your knees, you're welcome to double up your mat. You can even grab a little throw pillow from your couch and bring it underneath your knees. You do want to resist as we're moving through this though, sitting back toward your heels. So you do not want to go back here. Yeah, you want to stay up and over yourself. For 3. For 2, you exhale as you close. Inhale as you twist and open. This is the one we're going to stay open. So go ahead, twist and open. We're going to, from there, extend your arm and weave it behind your lower back. And then give yourself a little push. It's going to start to open that shoulder a little more. You want to lengthen your neck. If you feel like it's a little too much, look down at the floor. That's going to help you. For 3, 2, bring that arm back up and out. Yes. Weave it right underneath your left armpit. You're going to set your shoulder down on the floor. Rest your head down. Feel that shoulder blade open. That's the lower portion of your traps you're stretching out. Might be a little bit into the lateral delt as well. 3, 2, 1. We're going to go ahead and push on up. Bring that hand right back where it started, taking a couple cat-cow to reset your system. Exhale, talk the tail. Push your thoracic spine up to the ceiling. Inhale, big arch of that lower back. Lift your gaze, drop your shoulders. Exhale, tuck the tail. Chin to chest, shoulders push away, 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 and then inhale, lower that belly, send the tail back. 2 more. Nice, last one. Push all the way up to the ceiling. Put weight in your knees and your hands, and then as you relax, bring it all the way down, move through that cow to come right back to neutral. We're going to take our left hand to our head. Our elbow goes nice and wide. You're going to exhale, tap elbow to elbow. Inhale, twist and open. Exhale, tap. Inhale, twist. Beautiful. And again, you want to try and stay up and over your right hand, your right wrist. So you want to try to resist sitting back toward your heels. You got to keep working in that square box of the body. The shoulders and the hips make up the box of the body. You want to try and square them off. There's only one point of that box, the top left corner, that's adjusting for you. Inhale as you twist and open. The diaphragm will lift. You'll get a little more rotation out of that thoracic spine and into the lower back maybe. 2 more. Last one, we're going to stay open on this one. So inhale, twist and open. We're going to bring our breath back to neutral. Lift that arm away from your head and then wrap it around, giving a little extra pull. Almost like twisting yourself like you're bringing down a wrap. You'll be here for 4, 3, 2. We're going to go ahead and reach that arm back up, weave it underneath that right armpit, and set our shoulder and head down. Beautiful. You really want to feel this to the lower inside of your shoulder blade. If it doesn't feel like much, that's okay. You might just be more open on this side. Or if it feels intense, bring the arm back a little bit toward you, so you're not reaching quite so far across your body. 3, 2, push down into your right hand to come all the way back up, and go ahead and set those hands down. Sit on back to your heels, walk those arms forward, just a cute little child's pose real quick. Don't slouch here, yeah? So don't chill and let those arms hang out on the floor. Reach away, 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 so you're actually doing something and getting that activation. Walking the hands in. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start on our right side. So I'm going to flip around so I'm still facing you. You're going to bring your heels so they're directly underneath your tailbone, yeah? So rather than bringing your feet in forward or back, yes, your heels want to be directly underneath your tailbone, which means your legs are on an angle and we're bent knees. From here, we're going to come down to our forearm and we're going to bring either our left hand to our hip or to the floor. It's going to be up to you. And I'm flexing my feet. I'm keeping my heels together. Right now my knees are together and my hips are stacked. We don't want to slouch down more like we're at the beach. We want to stay lifted and activated through that whole transverse abdominis. So we're going to take an inhale where we are. As you exhale, I just want you to lift your hips up and then lower them back down. Lift them up and lower them down. So what you want to notice is that as you're lifting your hips, you have to shift your weight forward a little bit in order to get over that elbow and onto that shoulder and that lat. When you come back down, a lot of people want to go back to here. Don't do it. Stay in the activation so you're not rocking when you lower. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. If you need an assistant, you got your free right hand to help you lift those glutes. Right now, your feet are still together, your knees are together, your inner thighs are engaged, yeah? If it's too much on the neck, rather than dropping your ear down, twist and look at the floor, yeah? You should feel this in your right arm quite a bit, in your lat and your shoulder. You should feel your waistline working. This is your lateral obliques working for you, your QL working for you, transverse working for you. We're gonna add a little bit more. We're gonna exhale to lift. We're gonna keep our heels together, but you're gonna open your top knee and your top toe into a clam. You're gonna bring it all the way down and all the way down. Exhale, lift, open, close, down. Yeah, just like that. Just for 4. Good, 3, 2, come on up and hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way back down. Take a moment to shake it out. We're gonna lay down completely on our right arm. You're gonna straighten your right leg and you're gonna bring your left foot up and over. So I'm just crossing my left foot in front of my right thigh and my right leg is just straight below my body. So not forward, yeah, just straight below my body. Now, if this is not comfortable for you, you can always tuck an elbow or prop your head up. It's up to you, whatever you need. And I like to hold my ankle here because if you push your knee away, you get a little stretch through your piriformis, almost like a figure 4. So take an inhale. We're going to work with your straight right leg. Point your toes and just lift that inner thigh. And then bring it down. Lift, lower. Just for 4, 3, 2, we're going to lift and hold. We're going to draw little grape-sized circles. Just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way down. Go ahead, take a moment, roll onto your back, give that left knee a hug, stretch out that right leg. 3, 2, go ahead and switch sides, give that right knee a hug, stretch that left leg. It may feel a little tighter on the side because we haven't fully activated it yet, right? But that's okay. No big deal. Good, so now we're laying on our back. I'm just scooting myself back onto my mat. If you want to use your hand weights, now's a great time to do that. So you can grab those hand weights. We're going to start with our feet on the floor, hip distance apart in parallel. Here, your spine is nice and neutral, which means, especially for my new friends, that you have a nice little natural arch in your lower back. So you don't want to push down right now. You want to just let your tail be nice and neutral. It's a little bit of a J-Lo, Beyonce, Kardashian situation. Your arms go straight up to the ceiling. With that neutral tail, you're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, you're just going to bring your arms down by your hips. You're going to inhale, travel those arms back up where they started. And again, you're just keeping your spine in a natural curve right now. Lengthen your neck, drop your shoulders. If this is enough for you, this is great. You're still going to get a little bit of ab work here. It's going to feel like mostly arms. But if you're good for more, as you exhale, arms come down, shoulder blades come up, neck is nice and long, and then you resist it all the way back down, arms come up. Exhale, push down through your belly button. Inhale as the arms travel up. Now, if you have a big arch in your lower back, try to minimize it a little bit. So imagine if you have a grape underneath there. You want to hold the grape still. You don't want to smush it and make wine, but you don't want to let it roll around underneath you either. You want to just kind of hold it where it is. Yeah, you got 4. You got 3, 2. We're going to come on up and hold on this one. If you have hand weights,
We're gonna start to make little circles around with those hand weights. If you're without hand weights, you're gonna start to pump your arms up and down, up and down, up and down. And if it ever gets to be too much with the hand weights, just ditch them, yeah? Whatever works for you works for me. Think those shoulder blades are off the floor. Belly button pulls down towards spine. Spine is nice and neutral until we adjust in 4, 3, 2. Keep going with the arms. Just float that right leg up to tabletop position. Now you smush the grape. You smush that grape. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bringing that right foot down, flipping the circles. Keep pumping those arms if you don't have weights. So now we're just going circles in the other direction. Nice long wrist, so we don't want to be locked out or breaking at the line. We want to keep energy going out those fingertips. Left leg floats up. We adjust that pelvis. We push down through our lower back. For 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, hold. Arms don't move. The left leg is up, pointed toes. We're just gonna switch, 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 switch. Notice I'm not stretching my legs, yes? I'm tapping, 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 tapping. Keep those shoulder blades up like nothing changed. For 6, you should start to burn here. This is lower belly, maybe a little bit of hip flexor. Those arms should be burning if you're using those hand weights. The head and chest are up. Those upper abs are flexing for you. For 3, 2, as in 2 legs up in tabletop position. Arms go up, head and chest go down. Leave the arms there, leave the head and chest down, then we adjust. Smush that grape for your whole life. Elbows bend and press. You can do this even without hand weights. Gravity is a real thing. Yes, exhale as you press, inhale as you pull. 4, 3, 2, we're gonna straighten those arms up to the ceiling, hold. I'm gonna bring my arms above my head, inhale. We're gonna exhale, pull them back where they started. Yes, inhale as you reach back. Arms go long, shoulders drop away from those ears. Exhale as you bring them forward. Now we're adding a leg. Inhale, extend your right leg out to 45. You wanna be able to keep your lower back in contact with the floor. Exhale, draw it all the way back up and in. The left leg goes out. This time as the arms travel up, 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 up. You can challenge yourself by lowering the leg a little bit toward the floor, but you don't want to let your lower back lift. So lower it if you'd like that challenge and see where your stopping point is, and then bring it back. We're actually stretching out the spine right now. We're seeing if we can use our abs to stabilize us as our back and our back body gets longer on the floor. 3, we're getting into those lats as well, underneath your armpits. 2, and then don't forget those legs 360 around because legs are heavy. Gravity's a real thing. Last one on this side. Inhale as you reach, 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 reach. Exhale as you bring it all the way back down. Beautiful. We're gonna take those hand weights, we're gonna find a butterfly position with our legs, and then set the feet down on the floor. So this is really lovely, and it feels really good. We can keep the hand weights with us, or you can ditch them for this first part. It's up to you. Either way, we're gonna activate our fingertips so they're facing forward. This is very much a neutral tail, neutral spine, and then a little bit more. You're gonna exhale, reach your fingertips toward your heels, and then lower it back down. Exhale as you crunch forward. Inhale as you lower back down. You should still be able to get your shoulder blades off the floor, but you're not going to be able to, well, let me say it this way. You should still be able to get your shoulder blades off the floor, but you want to resist the knees folding in. That's going to let you know that your hip flexors are firing a little too much. You really want to let this just open and let the belly do the work. This is mostly about the top 4 of your rectus abdominis, so the top 4 of your 6-pack. Yeah, you can activate those pecs a little bit as you reach those arms forward. You got 3. You got 2. You got 1. You come on up and hold. You're going to take those arms up and over to the right, center, left, center. Now I'm taking my gaze with me so I got a little more traction through the shoulder girdle to get some rotation going. For 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way in and down. We're gonna ditch one of our hand weights, okay? I'm keeping the hand weight in my left hand. I'm gonna send my right leg up to the ceiling. I'm gonna send my left leg long, not all the way down on the floor, just long. I'm gonna curl my shoulder blades up, but you can keep your head and chest down and that's totally fine. We're gonna curl shoulder blades up. If you're taking the full, bring the hand weight underneath your right thigh into your right hand. You're gonna switch legs, switch arms. Switch, 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 switch. You can add the rotation if you feel like you could use a little more oblique work. Yes, it's up to you. Or you could keep your shoulders straight and work those arms, those legs, that lower belly, transverse abdominis, obliques, whole leg. I hate you too. For 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, bring the knees into the chest. Give them a hug. Ditch the hand weight. Take a moment on the floor to take this X shape. Just let it all hang. Let the rib cage drop down a little bit. Belly melt down toward your spine. Just feel good things here. Beautiful. From here, you're gonna exhale. Draw your knees into your chest. Give them a hug. Curl those shoulder blades up, and we're gonna rock ourselves forward and back like a little ball. Yeah? To come all the way up to seated, we're gonna go over to the left side plank action. Yeah? So we're gonna bring our left forearm down. Our knees are gonna be in front of us, yes, but sort of below the hip line. We're gonna flex our feet. We want our heels directly below our tailbone. Remember, we're not chilling at the beach, so don't give me this. I know we got brandy, vintage brandy, but still. Take an inhale where you are. As you exhale, lift up your booty. And then bring it right back down without rocking back, right? Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Don't forget, if this is fighting for your neck, just look down at the floor. But you want to drop your shoulders away from your ear. We want to lengthen the neck. Feel that side body working for you. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Beautiful. You got 3 more, and then we're going to add on that clam. You got 2 more. Good, let's do it. We're gonna lift up. We're gonna keep our heels together. Just open your top knee and toe. You should feel your rotator fire. Close it down, and then bring it down. Exhale as you lift. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. There's your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Down. If you want to start to merge the worlds, the lift and open will happen at the same time. That's totally fine. You'll go up, down. Yeah? It's up to you. 3, 2. We're gonna come up and hold on this one. Open that clam and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way down. You get to lay down on your left arm, so either straighten, bent, or propped. It's up to you, whatever you need. We're gonna straighten our left leg on the floor. We're gonna take our right footprint, bring it up in front of us. And remember, take a moment. Push the knee away. Yeah? Whatever works for you works for me. Pointing through our left toe, exhale, lift, lower. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. 3, 2, lift and hold. We're gonna do 5 little circles in each direction. Or pick a direction any, I don't really care which one. We're gonna do both. This is 3, 4, 5, reverse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job, you guys. We're gonna go ahead, roll onto our back this time. The weights are again optional, but we're actually gonna take the weights now and put them lower on our mat. So they're in front of us. We're gonna take our heels and we're gonna put our heels on top of the weights. We're gonna get a little bridge work in here, yeah? Have your towel nearby or whatever you're using to help yourself stretch. Just have it nearby. We're gonna need it soon, okay? So your job is to put your toes in the floor. Your heels are elevated slightly. And if you wanna feel your hamstrings a little more, but you tend to go into cramps, roll those weights away and take a little bit of a longer stance. That's totally fine, yeah? It's up to you, whatever you need. We're gonna be working a hinge bridge here. Arms go long by your side, head and chest stay down, rib cage knit strut. Take an inhale where you are as you exhale. one piece, lift those hips right up to the ceiling, and then from there, inhale, lead with your booty, tailbone first, tap all the way down, exhale, lift it right back up. So you're going hinge down, hinge up. What I don't want to see, I'm just moving my hands so you can see. As you move through this bridge, I don't want you tucking your tail. Yeah, you see the difference in my pelvis right now? Don't push down to lift up. Literally keep that space underneath you and then just straight lift. Yeah? The only exception would be if it hurts your back, if you feel like, I know we have a couple of people who are saying your back is really tight right now. This might aggravate that a little bit. So for you on your body, you can play with the shape of the pelvis. Yeah, you can push down maybe gently and not really go full compression. There is an exception there. Always make the best decision for your body. All of this is just guideline. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. 4, 3, 2. We're gonna come on up and hold. Your knees are just gonna pulse an inch wide and back to neutral. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, knees stay wide, hips go down and up. 8, 7, 6, half range pulse. 4, 3, 2, bring the knees back, merge the worlds. Down and in, up and out. Down and in, up and out. You should be burning at this point. Up, down, up. 4, 3, 2, come on up and hold. Just for 8, 7, make it look easy. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, slow lower. 8, 7, 6, chest down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, nice job, you guys. Glide those weights away. Put your feet on the floor, take your right ankle, cross it over your left knee. Make sure that the knee, right knee, is falling away from your shoulder and that you're flexing your right foot. From here, you can hug in your left thigh. Head could be down or up. It's really however you're comfortable. You can extend your left leg up to the ceiling, flex and point through the foot. We'll release the hamstring. I like rolling through my ankles. And then we'll switch sides. So bring your foot down to the floor to get fancy and switch it out. Left ankle over right knee. Make sure that knee is pushing away from your shoulder. This foot is flexed. From there, you can hug the thighs in. Make sure that you don't let that knee fall in. Leg up, flex and point. If you want to roll, feel free. Nice and easy. Beautiful job. So from here, you're going to unravel yourself. You're going to give your knees a hug. And from there, we're going to go ahead and extend. And I'm pushing my weights away as I do so. But I'm going to extend my left leg long on the mat. And I'm going to reach for my dish towel. Yeah? Good boy, Ty. My dog is over here looking at me like I'm crazy, y'all. All right, so my left leg is extended. My right knee is into my chest. What I want to do now is unravel my dish towel. And you can kind of twist it if you feel like you need more of a rope tension, or you can just hold either end. You're going to step your right foot into that dish towel, and if you need to bend your knee in the beginning, no problem. The goal is to be able to extend your leg long on the floor, but not everybody has access. So if you feel like your hamstrings are super tight, plant your left foot on the floor rather than extending, and then push through that leg, trying to straighten through the back of the knee. So you want to think about leading with the heel, pushing up to the ceiling. If it's too intense right out the gate, soft bend the knee and then work into a press, and you're just going to gently pulse. So I don't want to see anybody going bam, like right in the knee. Yeah? You just really want to think about gentle bend, gentle stretch, gentle bend, gentle stretch. Especially because we really just worked out those hamstrings in that bridge work, especially with the heels lifted, it's going to give you a little bit more. And then you want to work your leg nice and straight if you can. So you want to push the back of the left knee down into the floor. Imagine like I'm in the room with you and I'm down by your left ankle, giving it a little pull. Yeah? You have 3, 2, we're gonna straighten and hold. So no more pulsing, just straighten and hold. If you need more, you can play with a flex foot or a pointed foot. It's up to you, whatever you need, or you can even lift your shoulder blades up and find a little more activation there. It really is up to you, whatever you need on your body. Your body will tell you what to do. 3, 2, good. So we're keeping that leg up, but I'm just gonna transfer the towel into my right hand. So it's my right leg that's up, my right hand that has a towel, my left arm is gonna go all the way out to the left side. I'm gonna start to open that leg just until I feel myself shift a little weight off of my left hip, and that's my stopping point. Yeah, so this isn't about how wide you can go. I don't care about that right now. What I want to see is that your 2 hips are still steady on the floor, your lower back has a little lift, and you feel grounded through your left leg. Then you find external rotation and pull toward your head. So again, rather than letting yourself dump into flexibility all the way out here, stay modest and pull your toes toward your head. You can relax your foot, you can flex and point, whatever feels intuitive for you, feel free to take that. You just want to make sure that your toes aren't aiming medially, they're parallel or externally rotated. No sickled feet. 4, 3, 2. On your next exhale, you bring the leg all the way up to starting position. Now this is specific, okay? You're gonna flex your feet so your right toes are pulling back toward your face. You're gonna switch the towel into your opposite hand or your rope. You're gonna take your right hand out to the right side. Now before you roll medially, yes, you wanna flex that foot and then you wanna aim your toes off to the left side. So flex your foot and then have your toes facing away from your right hand. And then you can take a little twist, and it really shouldn't take much. Yeah? You're gonna feel this all the way up the outside of your quads into the outside of your glute. You might feel this in the IT band area. You're not actually stretching your IT band, you're stretching the quads that surround it, but it is a really, really tight muscle group for a lot of people. Make sure you're taking those deep exhales, letting your belly melt down toward your spine, and breathe here. I know we're spending the most time in the worst one. I know she's the worst. For 4, 3, 2, 1. We exhale it all the way up. Switching hands one more time. Just bend your knee into your armpit. Half happy baby. I like to curl my shoulder blades up to get a little more. Good. 2 more seconds. Last one. Step out of your rope, your band, and shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Bringing the left knee into the chest. I like to take it into my shoulder because it feels better for my hip. If you want to be flat on, you totally can. And then we're going to step our left foot into that towel, extending our leg. Don't forget, if you need to start bent, totally fine. We never, never, never want to see the hips lifting off the floor, okay? So root your tailbone back, and then you can start with a soft bend and press. Soft bend and press. And we're gonna be here for a minute. So if you want to start to work that right leg down to the floor to get the most out of this hamstring stretch, you're more than welcome to do that. You have 4 parts to your hamstring. We're getting all of those today. Yeah? Soft bend and press. If you ever feel anything in your knees, go ahead and flex your feet. That's always a great rule of thumb, a great way to protect those knees. Sometimes we get tension in our quads and stuff that pull on the knee, so we want to be able to stretch that out. 3, 2, extend that leg all the way up to the ceiling and hold. If you need more here, you can move through flex and point. Yeah, but you don't have to. If you want to just stick with neutral, also totally fine. If you need more, shoulder blades can curl up. You can give it more pull. We're going to test those hamstrings at the end of class, okay? We're going to see how we stretch them. Now we're going to take that towel or that band into our left hand. Left leg, left hand. So same hand as leg. Arm goes out on the opposite side. We start to roll out, 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 out until we feel that moment where the right hip wants to lift. Don't go that far. Don't let it lift. Again, this is not about the width of our activation. This here is about finding external rotation from the hip and then pulling toward your head. So you're getting underneath the center hamstring there. Probably toward the top, toward the origin of the hamstring, which is right underneath your booty cheek, yeah? It's called the gluteal fold, where the glutes and the hamstrings attach. And you'll be here breathing, so just drop the ribs, let the belly melt down. Arm can be off to the side, or you can spot your hip and make sure that we're staying low. 3, 2. This next one on your exhale, you're gonna bring the leg up, 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 up. We're gonna switch hands. So now left foot, right hand. And from here, first things first, start by flexing, pulling your toes back toward your face. And then you're gonna aim your toes medially. So I'm aiming my left set of toes to the right. I take my left arm out, and then from there, I get a little twist just as far as you need to go. You don't need to go all the way to the floor on this. That is not necessary, trust me. Yeah? Let the belly melt down. Think about letting the femur, your thigh bone, draw back into the hip socket. So even though the left hip will probably be off the floor, think about pulling your booty back toward the floor. And we're gonna spend a little time here, so breathe, yeah. I know it's intense. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead, bring it all the way up, parallel the foot, switch it back. We're taking that half happy baby. So I'm bringing my heel. It wants to fold down toward my booty. Don't let it happen. If that right knee bends here, that's okay. Yeah, no need to force it down. Just want to pull that foot back down toward the center of the earth. You're trying to draw the hip bone deeper into the hip socket. Yep, if you want to curl the shoulder blades up, you totally can. Beautiful. You got 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, release it all the way down and take a moment to shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. It's a little water break, so if you want to come up to seated, grab a sip of something. I'm going to check in with you guys real quick. Give me a thumbs up if you're doing okay. Beautiful. All right, we're going to go into a 4-point stance. Yeah, so we're gonna work a little bit here, a little activation and then a little stretch. So I am the Sour Patch Kid of Pilates instructors. We live and breathe in that. So we're gonna go back to our 4-point stance. Yeah, shoulders, wrists underneath shoulders, feet underneath hips. And from here, we're gonna be working into a hydra. So I'm gonna start with my right side. I like to tuck my toes here. Take an inhale where you are, and as you exhale, lift the knee up and out. And then right back down. Up and out, right back down. We won't be here for too long because I know we did clams already. This is a different muscle group. You're gonna feel this on the outside of your glutes and a little bit lower on this one, but we do wanna get these going as well. For 3, 2, and this one you stay up with that leg. You're gonna extend the right leg out and then put your toes down on the floor. So notice that my right toes are now on the outside of my mat. And I can start to point my toes. We're gonna take a little rainbow action. So the right leg is gonna go up. It's gonna go beyond your left foot and tap to the left side of your mat. Up and over, up and over. Now, my dancer friends, I know you wanna go full like tilt on this. Do not let your lower back release. This ain't the time. You wanna lift up almost like you're in a plank position and then work from there. You got 4, 3, 2. This time we're gonna bring that leg out to the right side and hold. Now, if you need a glider underneath your toes, that's totally fine. Or if you wanna just step your foot, also fine. But we're in that 4-point stance and you're gonna take your foot and sweep it forward and back. Forward, you should feel that right in here, and back. Yes, for 3, 2, you're gonna sweep it forward and hold, flex your foot, lift. Just for 3,
Just for 2. This is the meanest part of the whole thing. Now you get to put your whole footprint down on the floor. So I'm just gonna pivot to face you so you can see what I'm doing. You don't need the glide anymore here. I'm just putting my whole footprint on the mat. Now we have the box of the body working here, and all I want you to do is sit on back toward your left heel. Keep your footprint down, and then come back up. Sit down, come back up. Sit down, come back up. Beautiful. So this is called a groin stretch. It should stretch your inner thigh quite a bit. Good. For 3, especially if you're keeping your right foot planted. 2. This time we come back up, we're gonna take our left foot. So identify your left leg. You're gonna pivot it through. So you're gonna end up, I'm pivoting just so you can see, in a pigeon. So I brought my left ankle through into a box stance, a right ankle, and then just twist your body, you'll end up in your pigeon. You can stay here. The goal of the pigeon is to get your pelvis down on the floor. Most people are not that open in their hips naturally, but go where you need today. You can stay all the way up on those fingertips. You can walk down toward your forearms, or you can walk all the way down to laying. It's up to you, whatever you need in your body, knowing that different sides are gonna feel different too. We're just gonna be here for 3, 2. Good, walk those hands all the way up, up, up. Go ahead and roll onto your left hip to bring the right leg around. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Okay, back to 4-point stance. Back to that basic add-on. We're gonna work, let me actually go this way for you. We're gonna work those hydrants on the left side, so lift your belly a little bit. Flex your left foot, lift, lower. Lift, lower. Just 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it on up. You're gonna straighten that left leg out, bringing your toes down to the left side of your mat. On the outside of it, you rainbow, up and over, up and over, up and over, up and over. Trying to keep your lower belly engaged, your lower back steady for 4, 3, 2. Last one, we bring that left leg out to the left side. You can grab your towel, you can step, you can just use your sock, it's up to you. But either way, we're on that angle. You're gonna sweep it forward and back. Forward. You should feel when you sweep it forward, your hip flexor should work, your abs are working here too. 3, 2. You're gonna hold that foot still, straight out from the hip. Flex your foot, lift, lower. Just 3, 2, 1. Put your whole footprint down. Groin stretch, so we wanna make sure that the right toes aren't folding in right now. We're in parallel. You're gonna sit down, come up. Yes, sit down, come up. Beautiful. You should feel this in that inner thigh quite a bit. 3, 2. I'm gonna do the proper transition. I'm gonna be going perpendicular on my mat, but just so you can see what's happening here. This time we sit down and breathe. As you come up, you're gonna swing your right ankle through, pivot, and end up in your pigeon. Yeah? You can set the back thigh down, you can point the toes, you can adjust so that right heel is going away from the hip, and then you can stay up on fingertips. You can go down to forearms, you can go down to laying. Yeah, it all depends on whatever you need on your body today. And we'll be here for about 5, 4. Try to bring that left hip forward. 3, 2.
2, 1. Go ahead and shift onto that right hip, coming all the way over, bringing your left leg forward. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. We're gonna go prone on our belly, yeah? Your towel is gonna go into your hands, and you wanna be holding it kind of at the edges, yeah, and pulling out. So no slack, pull out. If you have lower back tension, this is where your weights can help you. They're gonna go about hip distance apart, perpendicular at the bottom of your mat, and you're gonna rest the front of your ankle, so like right here, on top of the weights. Think about when you get a massage and they put the bolster under your ankles when you're laying on your belly. It's gonna serve as the same purpose. So I'm situating myself there, and we're gonna work a little bit of a dowel stretch. So, whoop, there we go. From here, you're gonna lay on your belly, your forehead's gonna rest down on the floor, but what you wanna think about is pushing your pubic bone down into the floor, lifting your belly button up. So you're gonna extend your arms out above your head, holding on and pulling on that towel. And then from there, keep your forehead down, just lift your arms and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. This might activate your back quite a bit, that's okay. Yeah, you really wanna feel like you have to put in a little bit of work here, and you're really extending through the top of your body. For 3, 2, now what I want you to do on this next one is we're gonna twist open our torso, but I want you to keep your left hand down on the floor, pull out on that towel with your right, and lift up and twist. Then you're gonna come down, you're gonna root down with your right hand, you're gonna come up with the left and twist. You might feel this in the top arm, or you might actually feel it underneath your armpit on the bottom arm. Yes, both are totally fine. Exhale. Beautiful. You don't want to let your hips twist. This is really about that upper body. So imagine that you have headlights on your hips. Actually, I want to check this on you guys. Imagine that you have headlights on your hips and you want those headlights facing forward the entire time. And you want to think as you lift up one side, one part pulls down into the floor. Drop your chin, lengthen the back of your neck the whole time. You can look where you're going, but try not to look up in front of you. Try to look underneath your armpit instead. Yes, so good, y'all. Do you feel it? Good. Nice. 3, 2. Finish up your set so you're nice and even. We're gonna lift the chest. We're gonna lift both arms, pull back behind your head, and stretch. Pull back and stretch. For 3. For 2. For 1. Stretch it out. Melt it all the way down. Heels go in, out, in, out, in, out. Hands come underneath shoulders. Push on back. Big child's pose. So I stepped off my weights. Sit hips back to heels and stretch. Walk the hands in, walk the hands in, walk the hands in. Yep, did that. Good. Okay. I'm putting this underneath my left knee. We're just gonna work a little hamstring and a little bit of a twist. And I'm gonna face you guys. So my left knee has a little extra padding. My right foot is gonna be in front of me. Okay, so the basic motion here is we're gonna shift our hips forward. You should feel a nice stretch through the front of that left hip. And then as you sit back, you're gonna straighten your right leg, flex your foot, and tip forward, okay? So bend the knee, put the footprint down, shift your hips forward. As you shift the hips back, straighten your right leg, and fold forward. So this is where we're gonna test those hamstrings a little bit more. I'm gonna come off my mat so you can see where we're going. You can absolutely walk the foot on this, yeah, or you can use your glider. It is up to you, whatever feels best. So you're gonna shift forward. You're gonna pull back, straighten your leg, tip. Notice I'm not slouching here, booty back, chest up. And now we add a little bit of an arm as
come on back, straighten, tip. Yeah? Just 3, no big deal. 2. This one we're gonna stay back and hold. Hold it right here. So you wanna keep your tail nice and neutral. Yeah, as you're pulling your tailbone back, you're sending your heel forward. So it's oppositional happening right now. Slide forward, back. You're gonna get different parts of the hamstring one more time, but we already stretched them out. So it should feel like work, but nothing too serious, yeah? Now, if this is good enough for you, great, live your best life here. If you got a little bit more, then you can go down and find your split. If you can go all the way down into your split, great. If you'd like to go into a jazz split, that means you'll sit on your right hip, keeping your left hip open and work here, also totally fine, yeah? If you want to stay wherever you land in that split, live your best life. We just want to resist dumping, yeah? 4. 3, we're gonna take a fancy transition in 2. Wherever you are, hands come to the floor. You're gonna sit down onto your right hip. You're gonna straighten your left leg. So we're in a straddle, facing away, and walk the hands down. Forearms can go down, booty reaches back. You can flex and point your feet. 3, 2, 1. Walk the hands all the way up and in. Take a moment, butterfly the feet and the knees, and we go into the opposite side. So now the cushioning goes underneath your right knee. And again, we just start with the base motion, which is shifting forward and then straightening the leg. Pull back, hands to the floor on that, yeah? You can do this just without the second glide, or you can add it in. It's totally fine either way. We just want to make sure that our form stays consistent, yeah? You should feel this all the way up the hip. Try not to let the belly push out. Pull up and in. Push. Remember, tail goes back, heel goes forward. Beautiful. Good. Shoulders out of your ears the whole time, man. Beautiful. For 5. In 4, we add the rotation. 3. 2. Well done, y'all. Go off. Let's add the rotation. You're gonna shift forward, forward, forward. You're gonna open that right arm. I'm pushing into my left leg. Twist, pull back, sit down. Reach, belly up, twist, shoulders down, come on back, reach for the floor. That hinge, that torso dip forward, that's when we do it, when we're doing activations, right? When we're building strength and length in our hamstrings at the same time. It's the deadlift activation, think about it. Hips stay like a wheel going forward, you just lift up the torso. 3, what's the next one? Yes, good song. Last one here. So you're gonna get down there, you're gonna hold. You're gonna twist and open. You're gonna come on back, straightening that left leg. We work forward and back. Remember, booty stays back, chest stays up. 3. And then you can go into your split, your jazz split, whatever you need for your body. 2. Go ahead, find your happy place. Get down there and hold. Remember, jazz split is rolling onto the hip, bending the knee, and then you try to square your hips off forward, yeah? We just don't want to dump. 5, 4, 3, 2, sit down onto your left hip. So bend the right knee if you need. We're gonna start to rotate the pelvis open, pushing into a straddle, walk it all the way down,
Wherever you go is fine by me. Just no slumping over like a rag doll. 4, 3, 2, walk it all the way up and in. Bend the knees in. Find a little butterfly stretch just to bounce. Yeah, nice and easy. Last little activation. This is actually one of my favorite things to do. So live your best life, because I know I will. These gliders are gonna go underneath your knees. And now I've been telling you all day not to let your big toes come together. For this, you do wanna let your big toes come together. So we're in a natural turnout, yeah? You can do this also if you only have one glider. You can do one leg at a time, like my glider's sticking here. We'll see how well it works. But your hands are gonna come down to the floor. I'm gonna have to do one at a time. But you're gonna push your knees out and then pull them in. Push them out. You're gonna feel inner thighs stretch and pull them in. You're gonna feel your hips open. Now, if you got both gliders working for you and you feel okay in your knees, you stay vertical, melt down, but then you gotta get back up. So whoop, lift it right back up. Inner thighs are gonna work like crazy, yeah? Inhale, exhale when you need the gas pedal. Inhale as you lower. Now don't drop down all the way to your deepest, yeah? You need to keep those muscles working. So find your happy medium and then lift. Now you can always do one knee at a time, out and in, out and in. Totally fine, or do 5, whatever you need for you, yeah? 3, slow 3, so you have time. 2, 1.75. 1.5. 1.35. 1. This time, stay down and out, yeah? So stay all the way out. Your big toes are toward each other, right? They might not be touching right now, but that's fine. All I'm gonna ask you to do is lay all the way down on your pelvis. So your feet will not touch the floor anymore if you're a normal human being. If you're exceptionally open, I'm jealous of your life. Yeah? So what's gonna happen is your pelvis goes down, your feet come up, and you get to chill. You get to lay on your forearms, and you just breathe here. If you need a little bit more, lift up the chest and prop yourself up. It's gonna help those hips work open. You can point your toes, tap them together. You can pulse up, 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 or you can take your heels, disconnect, connect. Either way, you're gonna be working those hips open, feeling nice things on your body. We do wanna keep those shoulders away from your ears. Good, for 4, 3, 2, 1, go ahead and bring those knees all the way in. Drop your legs nice and wide on your mat. Flip whichever arm you were laying on. If you were, just flip the other, or just stack up your hands. Rest your forehead down. Let everything release. Just breathe. Lengthen your neck. Shoulders out of those ears. But let the belly relax. Yeah? No need to tuck and lift. Don't worry about the pubic bone. Just be wherever you need to be. If you have one hand on top of the other, switch them so the other guy has an opportunity to be on top. From here, I'm gonna have you tuck your toes into the floor and take your heels in, out, in, out, in, out. So heels roll in and out for 3, 2, 1, go ahead and drop those toes down. You're gonna prop yourself up on your forearms. Yeah, like a little sphinx. And what I want you to do, don't worry about coming all the way up into up dog. I want you to just look up in front of you, dropping your shoulders, and then I want you to pull your elbows back toward your waistline. Literally all you do, spread your palms, forearms down, look in front of you, shoulders down, and just draw your elbows toward your waistline. And that should stretch out your upper abs. Try to leave your glutes out of it. Automatically glutes want to fire. I get it, I get it, I get it. Mine too. Try to leave them out. For 3,
2, 1. Bring yourself
all the way down. Hands go underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes underneath you. Full up dog now. So you're just going to lift up that chest, lift up those thighs. Hold. 4, 3, 2. Pike those hips up to the ceiling. Walk your feet in so that you can melt your heels down. Pedal out those feet. Right, left, right, left. Nice and easy. 2 heels down in the floor, even if you need to bend your knees to make it happen, no problem. And then from here, we're gonna lift our heels, we're gonna bend our knees deep, and we're gonna walk in, until you're in a tiny little ball. Heels lifted, chin to chest, trying to get the head between the knees. As you pike your hips up, you're gonna push your heels down into the floor, forward fold. I bet you're getting further than when you started. From here, if you can step on your hands, feel free to do so and pull. Take a moment there, nod the head yes. Shake the head no. Good, step off those hands. Soft bend in the knees or straight legs, whatever you need for your body. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, slow, heavy roll up. 1 vertebrae at a time. You'll stack up those shoulders over your hips. You'll roll them down the back for 3, 2, 1. You did it. Nice job, y'all. You killed it.